I think I'm a lucky duck. I cowboy camped last night, and I assumed that the afternoon clouds would clear up overnight, as they have been for the past several days. But there were just a few very tiny sprinkles that woke me up around 3 a.m. I could see it was still only partly cloudy. I could see stars in some places, so decided to just go back to sleep. But now that I'm up and walking, I can see that there is rain, I think, falling from some of these clouds, and it's evaporating before it hits the ground mostly. But yeah, I could have gotten wet, but I didn't, so it's all good. It's actually sprinkling on me right now. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Yeah, this is going to be weird weather today. There we go. I knew there had to be a rainbow somewhere. Oh, look, more rainbows. Yep, it's trying to rain on me for real now. We'll see how this goes. Never mind. False alarm. These little cloud systems have a lot more bluster than they have substance. That's Holcomb Creek down there, which we already crossed twice. I managed to rock hop it and keep my feet dry, which is great. But yeah, there's a lot of water out here this year. There's just water everywhere. We're approaching Deep Creek and everything is so green. Not complaining. This is great. "300 miles. That's a lot. It's a lot of miles, but not nearly as much as we're gonna do. Call me a horny toad. What's up? Okay, we'll see if you can hear me over the sounds of the river. So I'm at Deep Creek Hot Springs tonight, which I did not intend, but the stampede happened and it's impossible to resist, so here I am. Yeah, the first 14 miles today went fairly fast, down Holcomb Creek and to the first bridge on Deep Creek. I stopped there for a long break. Several of us went for a quick swim. The water was pretty cold, but it felt very nice, very refreshing. Then I decided to do the last 8 miles to the camp right before the hot springs at a very slow pace because I was feeling kind of tired and worn out. So I just kind of poked along and listened to the rest of the audiobook that I had been listening to, and then got to the place where I was going to camp, and I realized everyone else was putting on their packs because someone had got the bright idea that hot springs in the evening would feel really great. And then everyone got that idea, and then everyone was packing up and moving, and I just got swept up in it. So I hiked another 2 miles, which I think gives me a total of 25.4 or something like that. I'll check my math afterwards. But yeah, it's pretty close to that. So definitely my biggest mile day. Last 2 miles felt a lot different though. I think I was motivated, which makes a big difference. Yeah, so did the hot springs a little bit tonight. Set up my tent. I really wanted a cowboy camp, but there's been these little miniature thunderstorms floating around all day, and they're still here, so yeah, I don't really trust that. Put up my tent tonight. Hopefully that'll be done by tomorrow, although I have to say the shade from the clouds has been not a bad thing today, so can't complain about that too much. Yeah, so all in all, a pretty good day, a long day. I was thinking, I think some of the most memorable highlights of the day, you know, rock hopping across Holcomb Creek, or swimming in Deep Creek, or sitting in the hot pools. You know, I'm not able to video those to share them, those moments, because there are, you know, other people present and involved, and I don't want to be all awkward about flashing the camera in everyone's face. I think I mentioned that before. So I can't share those directly. I just narrate them and tell you that, yeah, it was a great time. The hot springs felt wonderful this evening. Went from the hot pool to the cold river and back again several times. And then it started sprinkling on us because, of course, it has been doing that all day, so why not tonight? Although directly above us it was completely blue sky, so anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner and go to bed, and then probably soak in the hot springs again tomorrow. Good night.